to separate the men from the boys, motherfucker. Let's go. Niggas best verse can't allow my intro. Word your blood, daddy. This time is for taking. Time steady ticking. Food supply getting lower and these diapers getting expensive.
What up? It's your boy Evil Boxing Profits, bringing that toe-to-toe value that's undisputed in this industry. Be sure to watch this whole video to get max value out of it. Like the video, share the video, become a sub too, so we can continue to bring value to the sport we all love, and that's boxing, you dig? So let's get straight to it. Hey, we headed to the promoter side of things, where Eddie Hearn is trying to manipulate Canelo Alvarez for his own gain. You feel me? Nah. Eddie Hearn has a lengthy history of being the ultimate manipulator, okay? This is not the video to go down the timeline of the annals of history to prove that Eddie Hearn is a master manipulator, but it's very important that we delve into this issue. It's because we need to be aware of these things as boxing consumers, as boxing producers, and as boxing fans, okay? I need y'all to follow me. I need y'all to feel me on this one, okay? Not only that, I need y'all to like this video, I need to share this video, okay? It's not going to be a long one, but I need to really, put y'all on game, right? So, Eddie Hearn came out earlier this week and basically begged Canelo Alvarez to fight one of his fighters, okay? And, it kind of threw us off a little bit as to why would Eddie Hearn beg Canelo Alvarez when it's Canelo Alvarez who's making lower lows in these circumstances, you know what I'm saying, considering the pandemic and all things considered, you know what I mean? So, I got another video coming out about that side of the deal, but I'm going to keep this thing streamlined and focused on Eddie Hearn. I need y'all to keep up with me, okay? So, it turns out that Eddie Hearn is begging Canelo Alvarez to fight one of his fighters, and it begs for us to question why would Eddie Hearn stoop so low, right? If Canelo Alvarez is making lower lows, this whole pandemic and everything that's going on, why is he making these requests to Canelo Alvarez when Canelo Alvarez is the one downtrending in the circumstances? It is what it is. Y'all can dislike this video. Y'all can bomb this video because I said something about y'all beloved Canelo Alvarez. So what? I'm over that. But anyway, the thing is that Eddie Hearn is only doing that to promote his own fight with Anthony Joshua and Kubrat Pulev, right? I need y'all to share this video, right? Peep gang. So Eddie Hearn is trying to use Canelo Alvarez, right? He's trying to get Canelo to play his hand with the Eddie Hearn face card in it. You feel me? Think about this, right? It's like poker, okay? So Eddie Hearn is trying to put his cards in Canelo Alvarez's hands. It's because he knows that Canelo Alvarez is planning to fight this fall. So he's trying to stick his card into Canelo's hands, right? So when Canelo plays his hand, hey, you can promote Anthony Joshua, Kubrat Pulev. You can promote the Alexander Usyk and Derek Chisora fight on that Canelo Alvarez card, right? You see, Eddie Hearn did the same thing when he came over here when DAZN made him the front man for the money man, which is DAZN, right? It was a poor choice in DAZN doing that, but in no way, shape, form, or fashion, and am I knocking the hustle? But I need y'all to understand that don't be so easily manipulated by somebody who's a common, okay? And I like Eddie Hearn, you know what I'm saying? I like his personality and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? He draws you in with his words, and he speaks real fast and things like that. But don't you understand? He's trying to talk circles around your head just so that he can manipulate you all to settle in on his own greed, right? Think about this for a second. He upped up the prices in America for DAZN, right? Right under everybody's nose. But people ain't stupid. They're like, wait a minute now. Canelo ain't giving us what we want to see. Joshua is running scared, you know what I'm saying, away from Deontay Wilder. It is what it is. Why are you upping up this price, right? And then, you know what, though? See, there's this thing in life called natural selection, right? where the strongest ones survive and the weakest ones fade out, okay? And in these circumstances, you know, the Zone is the weakest out of all of the promotional companies, okay? You got PBC and Top Rank running the show, period. That's what they're doing, okay? And you got the Zone coming in at a far long distant third, and then after the Zone, of course, is Golden Boy. Now, some of y'all are say, oh, well, the Zone is not a promotional company and it's Matchroom Sports and blah, blah, blah. Don't you understand it's all about networks, right? It's all about networking, okay? Your network is your net worth, all right? And what I'm saying is that, yeah, the Zone did come to the table and bring a lot of money, right? But the thing is that those fighters, and not only those fighters, but the Zone was trying to buy these fighters when they was at their all-time highs, okay? How can you buy a GGG for $100 million when he's at he's downtrending? You know what I mean? He's not even at the top of his career. Why would you buy GGG when he's made a lower high, right? It just doesn't make any sense. Why would you spend $365 million on Canelo Alvarez, right? And I guess they thought that Canelo was breaking out and he was going to go to these all-time highs and things of that nature, and that's why they spent the money on him. But you see how they got finagled with the Canelo deal, okay? So the Zone has to accept responsibility in this thing, but the one thing I will give to the Zone is that they have potential, right? There's room for them to grow, okay? And Eddie Hearn is doing everything in his possible scheme of circumstances to not only to patent and cushion the fall, right? To build some level of support with this fall, this drastic fall that the Zone is taking place in, and he's involved in this, right? And you know, you see how Eddie Hearn is throwing all these names out there, different things of that nature. So he needs Canelo Alvarez, right, to use Canelo as a vehicle to get him to the next level, okay? And to me, that's so stupid. Now, I'm not calling Eddie Hearn a stupid man. I just need y'all to be aware of the circumstances that Eddie Hearn has so many different areas to explore. His own stable of fighters and all of the connections that the Zone has with Golden Boy and to some degree the PBC, right? If Eddie Hearn was smarter right now, what he would do is he would get with the program. So he's trying to get in with Canelo Alvarez, trying to manipulate Canelo, trying to get his, you know what I'm saying, cash cow, Anthony Joshua, on the front lines so that they can break out, you know what I'm saying, with this Pulev fight. But to see, it's all about timing, right? This is the thing that Eddie Hearn needs to learn about is timing. Now, you can't fool me. You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. I'm fully aware of the circumstances and the games that Eddie Hearn is playing, okay? Now, it sucks to be partnered with him is because Anthony Joshua should have been had the Deontay Wilder fight, right? Dylan White should have been had his mandatory, right? Those were the things that were supposed to be far long out the way right now in order for Matchroom to blow up, in order for the Zone to blow up. And when I say blow up, I mean to break out and get to new highs, right? See, the value of Matchroom took a significant hit once Anthony Joshua lost. The value of the Zone has taken a significant hit once Canelo Alvarez decided to not fight GGG, you know, and give those fights to the Zone for the third fight sooner than what they were supposed to do it. Who's to blame in that? Think about this, y'all. I need y'all to understand the games that these people are playing with y'all, okay? Don't let them play games with your mind. We are not falling for these prices with the Zone, with everything that's going down with this pandemic. Y'all need to get with the program and give us the fights we want to see. Now, y'all need to be smart and start doing, we see what Top Rank and the PBC are doing. They kind of join forces with each other under the table. If you're smart enough to see it, right? Top Rank is working with PBC. PBC is working with Top Rank. You see Bob Arum trying to finagle this thing between Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao, right? You see with the success that Tyson Fury was able to have with Deontay Wilder, PBC fighter, right? You see what the PBC is doing for this fall lineup to line it up for the 2020 decade, you know what I'm saying, run and what's going on in the future, right? Eddie Hearn needs to get with the program right now and understand that, hey, look, we are not buying into the garbage shit that's going on over there at the Zone. We are not buying into what you trying to do with Canelo Alvarez, who's trying to fight a bum, okay? We all know that Canelo Alvarez is only trying. See, Eddie Hearn, y'all got to feel me on this one, bro. Eddie Hearn was talking about that Canelo Alvarez is going to need to fight a cheap opponent, right? So he's drawing John Ryder's name in a hat, right, to satisfy Canelo, to manipulate him, to get John Ryder in, you know what I'm saying, in on that card so he can just pump up the volume on the Kubrat Pulev and Anthony Joshua fight and Alexander Usyk on the Derek Chisora fight, right? Not only that, but there's so many other different things in the future, right, that Eddie Hearn, he should be more astute to, right? He needs to try to get things lined up with the PBC. He needs to try to get things lined up with Top Rank, the companies that are actually the stalwarts, right? The ones that are actually at the top of the food chain right now. That's the ones he needs to be trying to work with right now in this Pan Dilemma instead of working with the bottom feeders such as Golden Boy and whatnot. And like I said before, I respect some fighters at Golden Boy. I respect the Virgil Ortizes of the world. I respect the Ryan Garcias, okay? I respect what Bernard Hopkins did with his undisputed run, okay? I don't respect what Canelo Alvarez is doing. I don't respect what Oscar De La Hoya is doing. And those are the two frontmen for the Zone. And as far as the frontman goes, is as far as the company goes. And it's unfortunate that Eddie Hearn ain't learned this yet with his run with the Zone. But he's learning though. But you're learning on the wrong side of the tracks. It's because you still got your natural manipulative nature starting to show its ugly face. And I see it and I'm calling you out on it, right? You're not going to offer the boxing fans a fucking John Ryder fight so you can promote your Anthony Joshua and Kubrat Pulev fight. And you're going to understand that your best shot at all of this is lining Canelo Alvarez up with one of them PBC fighters over there, okay? Lining Demetrius Andrade up with one of those PBC fighters or a top-ranked fighter, okay? Right? I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. And shouts out to Queensberry Promotions is because they trying to. Frank Warren understands what the circumstances of this environment is too. Because once Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce and them link up, that's going to be a meteoric rising fight too. But you see, they doing their own thing over there, right? And I respect what they doing. But you see, at least it's not being manipulative. At least Frank Warren is showing that he cares about his people. He genuinely has more influence with the people over there in the UK than what Eddie Hearn has, because you know we've identified Eddie Hearn as a snake. Oh, what evidence do you have to support that Eddie Hearn is a snake? Okay, number one is the whole thing with Anthony Joshua when he took the loss, okay? Right? That's number one. Number two is his whole dealings with the Zone, trying to come over here to the United States thinking that he was going to run a show and having us pay all these monthly fees and whatnot, and you're not delivering any fights that we really want to see. That's number two. And then the whole thing you're talking about, the pay-per-view, it's not, it's a thing of the past, and the Zone and streaming is the future, which is true. Streaming networks and streaming platforms is the future, but you can't knock pay-per-view because pay-per-view has been with boxing. That's a standard when it comes to the sport of boxing. That's what it is. Okay, so you have to include the pay-per-view model in the Zone. You have to be willing to sit at the table with Top Rank and get a pay-per-view fight. You have to be willing to sit at the table with a PBC to get a pay-per-view fight. You have to be willing to cross the streams, okay? You have to be willing to go across the street and put whatever you can on the table now, and you need to buy into these companies that are doing their thing, right? Open your eyes, the general public, and the solution to this problem. And I'm so thankful for y'all who stuck around and listened to me giving y'all this game, right? I should be a boxing promoter. I should be somebody out here, you know what I'm saying, making these fights happen for us. And that's the value that I'm bringing over here at Boxing Profits, and I appreciate y'all spending this time with me, okay? So the solution to the problem is, and this is direct solution, not indirectly as I was speaking previously before, this is direct solution. Eddie Hearn, get with the program, okay? You need to not only keep your thing tight in-house, you need to be branching off and trying to get with the PBC. You need to be branching off and trying to get more things going with Top Rank, right? You need to be joining forces with Queensberry, right, to get over here and work and finagle things with the PBC, Fox, and Showtime, right? So that you can show Showtime and show, what's another one? Show Fox on how the whole streaming thing operates, right? And get the streaming thing. Since y'all doing streaming, ESPN Plus had a successful run with the streaming thing with the Deontay Wilder pay-per-view fight with Tyson Fury, right? So you need to show them something more. You need to educate yourself more on the streaming side of things, and then go over there and show them something new, and put that bag on the table and get those fighters to fight with each other with the Zone streaming services, and then that would revitalize the Zone. That would boost, you know, the Zone network, because, you know what I'm saying, your network has improved, it has strengthened, right? See, y'all got to let Canelo Alvarez go. Canelo Alvarez is going to continue to do things the way Oscar De La Hoya is manipulating Canelo Alvarez to do. Hey, we're protecting you for the last fight of your career, the last 4 fights of your career. You do it just like what Floyd Mayweather did, right? You know what I'm saying? Your last 4 fights, then you fight, you know, these top champions. And you do, no. You need to get started on that run right now. You need to not be fighting bums. You need to be fighting champions right now, leading up into that end game. But see, Oscar De La Hoya is going to learn the hard way, Eddie Hearn. So don't you learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Learn through hard work and dedication, and not manipulating the general public and trying to pull wool over our eyes and trying to convince us that we blind. Anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comment section below. It's your boy E with Boxing Profits, signing out until the next one. Holla at your boy 100. Woo, I'm out.